Hello, my name is Kevin Patangan, and today I'm going to be showing you a chess game that I saw today. Actually, I discovered today reading this book. Great Short Games of Chess Masters by Fred Reinfeldt. Get a good shot of that one right there. Fred Reinfeldt. Great Short Games of Chess Masters. Bought it for $3.50. $3.50 from the local chess club. The Colty Chess Club in Campbell, California. And I found this game today because I was teaching chess at the after school program that I teach chess at. I've been teaching chess for almost 20 years now, since 1997. It's a long time, but I still enjoy it. It's a good part-time job, and I get to talk about my favorite board game, chess. So here you go. On with the game. It says changing horses in midstream. A sudden change of plan can be very dangerous, especially when it involves an unmotivated alteration in one's position. Black discovers this the hard way. It's from the Philidor's Defense. So they both open with their king pawns. And the people playing this game is Castaldi is white, and a famous guy, Tartakover, is playing the black pieces. Tartakover is the more popular chess player in this game. I've never heard of Castaldi until this game that I discovered today. Knight over here attacking this pawn. Now there's a couple good ways I recommend you to defend this pawn. You can defend it this way by placing your knight out there, and that's usually the best way. Tartakover played this move, and a move that you should look into is that move right there. Even though he's going to take that, if he wants to take that, then you can take that. Or if he wants to take that, then you can take your bishop out and make an attack the knight. I'm not going to get into that defense right now, but d6. It's called the Philidor's Defense. So now what do you do? Well, by the way, this lecture is geared towards intermediate players. You have to know how the pieces move before you watch this video. So now d4 right there, attacking this pawn twice. 2 attackers, 1 defender. What does black do? He takes out his piece and attacks. White gets out his pieces, and that's what I suggest you do. Get out your knights. And the reason why you get out your knights first before your bishops, and that's a good rule to remember. In the opening phase of the game, which is the first part of the game, this part, get out your knights before your bishops, because your knights, they usually know where to go. Here, it's the best place because it attacks so many squares and has the most influence on the game, especially these 2 squares. All right, you usually don't want your knight on the side of the board, and you usually don't want your knight here because it's not as strong in those places. So since you know where your knight goes, might as well get your knight out before your bishops. And you don't know where your bishop's going to go yet. You don't know where the best place. It could be here, 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 or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different options for your bishops. So you keep those bishops back for a little bit. That's just the tip. Not all the time, though. In this situation, it's good. So knight to bishop 3. Black plays queen, knight to queen 2. This book is written in descriptive notation. Let me show you how it looks like. Descriptive notation. So when I say queen knight to queen 2, that means this knight over here. Knight to d7 in algebraic notation. A lot of room with his bishop. So bishop to king 2 is his choice. Now bishop to king 2 by Tartakover. And now white castles. Castaldi castles. This is another good thing that I want you to do in your chess games. I want you to castle your king as soon as possible, preferably on the king side. It can be done on the queen side too. When your king castled, your king is safe, and your rook gets to come out into play. And your king is usually safe with this knight protecting it also. If that knight's not there, actually your king could be in danger. But at least you have these 3 pawns. Pawn to king rook 3. Pawn to queen knight 3. This is interesting. See, he has this choice and this choice. And he doesn't have so many, but 1, 2. But he decides to make a pawn move and put his bishop here. Actually, that's going to help him later, as you will see. Pawn to bishop 3. They always do this when they play the Philidor's Defense. And restricts this knight from going places. Philidor's defense. So popular at Santana Row. So, pawn to queen, knight 3, pawn to bishop 3, and then bishop to knight 2. He is going for that idea. And then queen to bishop 2. So, white is almost done developing his pieces. After queen to bishop 2. And then queen to queen 2. Now, white's completely developed now. What do I mean by completely developed? That means that your king is castled, and all these knights, all your knights and all of your bishops are off the back rank, so that and then your queen is off the back rank, so that your rooks are connected here in the back. Keep those rooks in the back connected. They're very strong, very strong. That's what my dad says. They're very strong. So now, after queen to queen 2, pawn to king, knight 4. This is weakening his king side a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be worried. Tartakover is a very strong player, so that's only a small weakness. But what is white gonna do? What would you do in this situation? What would you do? Here's what happened. King rooks to queen 1. Knight to bishop 1. I'm going to ask you to guess the next move after here. See, he wants to get here. So after every time your opponent moves, you want to see what is he trying to do with that move. Well, this knight is blocking this bishop. So he needs to move that knight out of the way so that this bishop can get out. So maybe the knight can go here, and this bishop can come out maybe here or here. At the same time, the knight can go here later, and then he has a choice to castle. It's taking him a long time, though. Where would you move now in this position? Take a moment to think about it. What options do you have? All right. Where would you move? You're playing white. Pretend you have this position. Where would you go? Well, let me show you what happened in the game. Pawn takes pawn. Give yourself a pat on the back if you guessed pawn takes pawn, because that's a great move. And Fred Reinfeldt gives that an exclamation mark. And if you read chess books, an exclamation mark means great move. Great move. A question mark means bad move. So now pawn takes pawn and knight takes king pawn here. All right. That's an amazing move. It was amazing to me. And this is the reason why I want to show you this game today. Because I was showing the kids this game today in my chess class. Knight takes pawn. And I was surprised that that happened. Because he's going to play queen takes knight pretty easily. Actually, he's in the way of this diagonal. So queen takes knight, he'll be a little scared here. And I was curious to see what's going to happen. So after knight takes king pawn, queen takes knight. This is not how the real game goes, but this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what would happen if queen takes knight. This game's almost coming to an end. You guess your next move if you were white. Where would you go? I'll give you some time here. Where would you go? I like the bishop there. This queen is feeling a little scary because this knight can move somewhere and that queen will be under attack, but wherever it goes, the queen's going to take the bishop. So you got to think of a really good move here. Where would you go? Did you think of it yet? Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess. Where would you go? Queen takes knight. Alright. I'll show you where he went. Knight to queen 5. But wait a minute. What are you saying? What if queen takes bishop? It's free. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to take that. Well, we'll get into that later. What happens now if he doesn't want to take this and he just goes queen to queen 3 here? You see, he'll be stuck. He doesn't want to go here. He doesn't want to go here. Knights can move backwards, you know. He doesn't want to go here. can he go up there? If he goes all the way over here, this is there's two attackers on this. So now knight takes, and then bishop takes back, and then bishop takes. So he doesn't want to go there. He wants to try to save this game. So what happens if he goes here? Where would you go? This is an amazing game. You still play knight takes knight, and it's check. See? He can't take this. He needs to get out of check. He can't play queen takes queen and then exchange the queens. He needs to get out of check. Can't play bishop takes knight because now the queen's free. It just wins. See? He can't do this because the queen's free. Well, he can, but then the queen's worth 9 points. So, that's not going to happen. So now you're saying, what happens if he does this? Say, thank you very much. Got a free bishop. Thank you. Thank you. And take some time right now to figure out the last and final move. It was a great game. It's a great game today. I showed the kids. Where would you go? Got it yet? If you guessed knight to c7, that's a pretty good move because can the king move here? Nope. Can the king move here? Nope. And that's why you castle. See? These are going to be so strong. How does he get out of check? How does he get out of check? That's right, he can't get out of check. It's checkmate. If your opponent wants to stay busy moving all these pawns, making all these pawn moves, you should castle your king. You should put those 2 pawns in the middle, get out your pieces, connect those rooks, and then open up the game. This was pawn takes pawn, and then everything opened up. And all these possibilities were there. So I hope you learned something. If you learned something and you want to see some more, feel free to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. I'm thinking of doing some more chess videos for you. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe and let me know if you want to see more. Alright, thanks for watching.